What's up, y'all? Okay, so I'm in a conspiracy theory mood tonight, and I would like to hear what you guys think. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, if I'm way off, you let me know. So I'm watching gold and silver again, and it's hitting new highs again, and the mainstream media is not really talking about it. The average person, if you ask them if they bought any gold or any silver lately, they'll be like, "Why would I do that? What's the point?" Meanwhile, you go overseas to, say, China in other countries, they are buying a lot of gold. They're buying gold a lot. And I'm not talking about the central banks like I've always been doing. I'm talking about the average person. In China, they are encouraging the average person to buy gold. In India, the average person is buying silver. In America, the average person is buying, I don't know, dog coin, cat coin, Bitcoin. We're buying crypto. And there's nothing wrong with that because, in my opinion, as a former stockbroker, there's nothing wrong with having a speculative investment because if it can make money, why not? Make a little money and then take those profits and move it into something else more stable. So I have no issue with that. But my thing is, why not tell people about precious metals? Why not tell people about gold and silver? And then it just hit me what I already knew this, but they want to make sure they can still control you through your money because gold and silver are real money and it's outside the monetary system, but they want to keep you in the system. They want to keep you in the system. So they knew back in the day when they created the dollar and it became the world reserve currency that fiat currencies don't last forever. They know that over time they lose their value and then we have to move on to a new monetary system. That's been going on for centuries. And the dollar was not the first fiat currency. So please do your research and check out some of my old videos on that. So as they thought about that, they probably thought, okay, so what is going to be the next currency after the dollar? Because that day will come. Hence the stable coin. The stable coin is going to be the next currency, in my opinion. So then the question would have been, okay, so how do we get people to do the transition from the dollar to a digital coin, the stable coin? Crypto. Let's create cryptocurrency. Let's create this guy, Satoshi Nakamoto. Let's create this fictional Santa Claus guy that no one has ever seen, that he created this Bitcoin. Let's push it out there in the media. Let's get it hyped up. Let's let people get rich off of it because people have gotten rich off of Bitcoin and other cryptos. So now people are going to be warm to the idea of a stable coin because they are familiar with cryptos. This is my conspiracy theory. I haven't, this is mine. You don't have to believe me, but think about it. Stable coins are coming. You're starting to see news about the stable coins. You see more news about stable coins you do about gold and silver. Why is that? Because they're moving us into the stable coins, and we are used to the idea of the stable coin because of cryptocurrency. We're moving to a digital currency, and this is how they're going to get us moved over into it, which is going to give them more control over your dollars. Tell me what you think, y'all. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but you let me know.